life has gotten really busy. So much happening in your homes. We want to get you organized and calm you down. So today is all about the power of 5. We're going to give you 5 tips in every segment, and we're going to help you make your life a little bit more organized, starting with Leigh-Ann Allaire Perrault right off the top. Hey, give it 5 ways to calm down the chaos as soon as you walk right into your house.
Front hall chaos.
There is the potential for, shoes to be everywhere, bags to be on the ground, keys all over the place, phones. Please help us organize.
Well, the thing with the chaos is if you don't kind of create at least some sort of controlled chaos, is that it makes it that much harder to get out the door in the morning and to find anything and have, an organized life.
Yeah.
The best way to start your day is to be organized. I always feel that way.
Or you feel scrambled for the whole day.
Exactly,
right?
exactly. You start in a frazzle. So I have 5 ways to really think about creating harmony in your front hall. And the first thing I want everyone to think about is actually getting the chaos out of the closet. I know myself, I use the closet as a default that everything gets thrown in the bottom and the doors get closed at the end of the night, but then you're digging and sifting and there's things never to be seen again.
Right.
But if you take the essentials out, and really all you need is about 2 feet of wall space to create some vertical storage solutions.
Right.
Because if you can see it, then you can stay organized. That's the most important thing. So I went to IKEA and they had some really great solutions, and I love the floating shelves, first of all, because it helps to get everything up off of the floor. And you'll notice with my number 1, I've got a bin sitting on top. The first thing to think about is creating, I call it a seasonal swap. So in the fall and winter, we've got the mitts, the hats, the scarves, but in the summer, we've got sunscreen. I know I keep that at the front door.
Yep, the
sunglasses,
hats.
So create a summer, spring, summer, and a fall, winter up above. So it's out of the way and it's not clogging up your closet. And then you just swap them seasonally. And the low ones are great because the kids can grab them and get ready themselves in the morning. Younger kids, for sure.
Makes it easier on yourself. So you
So
don't have that
much
stuff
easier.
buried far away in the house. It's right there.
Well, do you know the number of times I sent my kids with mismatched mitts just because it's like all I can find in a frenzy, right? The second thing is hang it where you can see it.
Yep.
Wall hooks are fantastic for the bags, for the umbrellas, for the purses, and the coats, all of those things. But this, I actually thought was fantastic from IKEA. This is not only a little hook, great for your keys on the edge, but it's the perfect little cubby for your phone and the sunglasses and all the smaller items that go into the pockets instead of leaving them in the coat. If you happen to wear another coat the next day, you're always sifting. Offload first in the morning. I think that's really important. It's an easy grab.
This would be a mountain of Lego in my house.
Well, this is for the show and tell for my son, right? I always forget, the show and tell. So having the items there ready to grab and go is really important.
All right, let's take a look at your third point here. And is this?
So number 3, this has to be one of the easiest ways to get organized, and it is the power of a paper clip with a little bit of 3M tape on the back. If you stick these up on the wall, they're not going to damage your wall, but it gets the important papers right in plain sight, which is the most important. So the field trip forms, the bills that maybe come in that need to get paid. But the beauty about the paper clip is it doesn't hold a lot.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to just pile it up and pile it up. It's going to force you to deal with it, and that's why I've got the little basket here. So once the envelopes get dealt with, it gets put in there, that gets filled up and gets taken out to recycling. So you create just a nice transitional system. So important.
Paper is a major issue, and I know it's not just my home. It is a major issue to stay on top of it. We have to do another show where you go through all the paper solutions. But this is a really good, quick thing you can do. You can do this tonight.
Exactly, and you can teach the kids to post it. If there's a field trip form, post it. If there's a bill that needs to be paid this week, post it, and then you deal with it.
Very good. And you'll actually pay your bills, hopefully.
Right.
Okay.
Number 4 is shoe storage. This is honestly the bane of my existence. Shoes go everywhere. So I want everybody to try to think about keeping the essential shoes out in the front hall and then store them, the rest, in closets somewhere else in the house.
I agree.
So these are brilliant. These are little fold-down cubbies from IKEA. So the essentials can go in there, and you'll notice
you've got your shoes going on in there.
Exactly.
See?
But what I love about the floating shelves is it's lifted up room off the floor, so we've double dutied, so you can put your everyday shoes there. Then I've got the runners, which I use sometimes, in here, tucked away, and then everything else for the special occasion shoes, obviously they get put in a different part of the house.
Right.
Now, I did spend the weekend getting a little crafty just to show another idea. This was one of the least expensive and easiest projects that I put together. Do you know what I made this out of?
What are those?
Sonotubes from Home Depot. You know the big, you buy 8-foot tall sonotubes. And And I just used a handsaw to cut them and wrap them with some wrapping paper. Vinyl wallpaper.
Okay.
And then some adhesive to glue them all together. This would actually work great in the bottom of a closet.
That's
or
awesome.
tucked under a shelf like this as a cubby just to stash everything. The sonotube from Home Depot is about $12.
Amazing.
So-
and it looks good. That's
It's
what I like
cute.
about that.
It's
That looks
so
cute.
simple, but it's cute, right?
Very smart idea.
And then last
Yeah.
but not least,
Yeah.
I call this Command Central Station. You need to find some wall space to keep the entire family organized. I think it's so essential so that you're not talking about schedules on the fly. Write it down.
Yeah.
So, and a clock is also important. I have a little game with my kids now in the morning. They have until a certain hands hit certain numbers to get their coats and hats and everything on.
Smart.
And then they get little stars. We do the whole reward system thing,
Yeah,
right?
make
so
it a game.
having a clock to keep you on time is great, nice
Yeah.
and visual. But a calendar is also really important. This one's kind of cool from Deja Vu. You can write all of your appointments, but there's a little plastic cover with stickers that come with it. So those reoccurring appointments, so soccer every single week, you don't have to keep writing it on week after week after week. You tear
Right.
the month off, and this goes back down as a great little reminder.
So good.
Really
so
simple.
sign that permission form. Bring it back.
Exactly.
Give money to the paper boy.
Exactly.
Like you got it all here. You're
Everything's
organized.
in one place.
Very nice.
And then a really simple tip and trick, I use this in my own home, some framed artwork, so it's pretty for decor, but double duty the glass as a message board. So for the kids maybe that aren't of texting age to say, hey mom, I've gone to Jeff's house, they can write a little note. So
Yeah.
mom comes home, they know, and then this wipes right off. So use the decor, use the room, the wall space, everything that you have to work in your favor to keep you organized.